European Union elections, which concluded this past weekend, have some striking parallels with the political situation in the United States. In Europe, conservative populist parties did quite well in the elections, and in the United States, former President Donald Trump is looking to return to office, riding the same sort of conservative populist wave. So the conservative populists in Europe are powered by some of the same forces that have helped former President Donald Trump become such a political force in the United States. Both Europe and the United States have seen an influx of migrants. Europe has seen people coming across the Mediterranean from Africa, and the United States has seen more and more people crossing the southern border that it shares with Mexico. And in both cases, this has created a backlash that Trump and his European counterparts are happy to ride. They tend to be against globalization, against the idea that free movement of people, free movement of money, and free movement of ideas is good for their respective countries. They argue that each country needs to have its own control over its values, over who it lets in. There are also some significant differences, the most important of which, of course, is that in Europe, they have parliamentary systems. This was an election for the European Union Parliament, and the conservative populist parties did quite well there, but they still are not going to control the parliament. In the United States, it's a winner-take-all presidential election. Trump has to get more votes in the key states than President Joe Biden. Second, Trump has a somewhat different record than populists in Europe. He tried to overturn his last election loss. His rhetoric helped lead to, and false claims about the election helped lead to the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. He's being prosecuted for that and other alleged crimes. There's nothing comparable that has happened in Europe.